Hi guys, Finch here, and welcome down to the Quest for the Open vlog this week, which is all about the Quest for the Open. First of all, let me just show you this. Oh my word, look at this. Look how brown the grass is now. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is talking about how amazing the weather is, what my plans are for the Quest for the Open. So regional qualifying was on Monday, just missed out progressing to the final stage. So this is a little bit of a chat about where I'm going to be going with these videos, why I think it's important to continue with them, but then also how they might be changing and adapting going into the next few years. New menu at the bistro, and I'm going for grilled halibut added garlic butter and that. So people ask how Quest Golf Academy runs. I've been testing these two little bad boys together as well. Pretty equal actually in how they were coming out, but that UDI is long. It is like so long. Is it controllable? That's the question. Stay tuned for the review. I'll smack a couple away though. It'd be rude not to. It'd be very rude not to actually. Let's just try and keep it low. Well, I got that going low. Hope we got that one. So let's have a little bit of a chat about what's going to happen Quest for the Open wise. Let's have a little bit of a conversation about how this is going to go for the rest of this year and then going forward. So from my standpoint, the Quest for the Open this year, there's been a lot of good points. So for a quick recap for people who might not know what the Quest for the Open is, but also you guys who've been watching for quite some time, it was started about 3 years ago now. So there's been 3 open qualifying attempts in that time period. First year I didn't get to play in the regionals. I injured myself, which was a bit annoying. Last year was my first time playing, and I did okay, but I was never really within a realistic shout of getting through regional qualifying. Once you get through regional qualifying, you get onto final qualifying where the quality is that little bit higher. Oh, hey. Sorry,
hit by balls.
No, it's okay, that's great. Thank you very much. Do you want to say hello to everyone? What? No, it's all right. That was Meg. She's a star. Now, at this year's open qualifying, I was getting into the last 4 holes with a realistic chance of getting through or making the playoff. Didn't quite go to plan, unfortunately, and I ended up missing out by a few on that playoff. But overall, my game from last year has picked up and improved vastly. I'm a much better player now than I was last year. It's as simple as that, and I feel that I'm a better player now than I would have been 2 years ago as well. So with the Quest for the Open videos, it's allowing me to improve my own game, but more importantly, it's allowed me to make these videos about the improvement and then help you guys with your own game by passing on that information and putting it in a way which may be relatable to your game as well. But anyway, doing these videos, it allows me to create this content around what I'm doing within my game, how that can benefit you as well. And the whole narrative over the last few years, I've been really happy with. I've been excited to see how, as a challenge, it's grown. And because this is YouTube, I want to try and push it that little bit further. So the Quest for the Open will definitely be continuing. And it will be continuing for a few years. Now, let me pull some dates up for you. Now, the ultimate goal of the Quest for the Open is to put myself in a position where I can obviously qualify for the Open. Now, this year I felt I was capable of definitely getting through regional. I've got the game to do that. Not an issue in my mind at this moment, as long as I keep up the practice and the hard work that I'm doing. But final stage, getting through that at the moment, I don't think I'm capable. My game's just not where it needs to be. Now, to get my game to that level, to where it needs to be, is going to be taking a lot of practice and a lot of time. Now, with doing what I'm doing, so coaching, which is still my main job, but still, one of my main passions, and all the YouTube stuff, which I don't want to give up because I love it so much, I obviously need to be realistic about the amount of time that I can put into my own game. And put it this way, it's taken me, if you discount the injury, 2 years to actually get myself to a level where I feel comfortable about getting through that first stage, where I feel confident that I can do it. So to get myself to a stage where I'm confident about getting through final qualifying That's going to take a couple of years as well. Now, this is the Open schedule going forward. So we've got Carnoustie this year, and then we've got Royal Port Rush next year, which could be amazing. Then we've got the 149th Open, which is at Royal St George's down in Kent. And then we have the 150th Open Championship at St Andrews. Now, what I'm not going to do is make a promise because it's so hard to keep. So this isn't a promise, this isn't a cast iron guarantee. But the plan for me and the Quest for the Open videos is to continue doing them up until the 150th Open Championship. So that's what I'm committing to. It's a long time. That is a long time, it's a long process. And a lot of things can happen in between now and that date, but that is the ultimate goal, to give myself that amount of time, because at the end of the day, I'm going to need that amount of time just to try and get my game in any type of shape to be capable of that. The only downside to it is it's just a really long, drawn-out process. You know, most of the other videos that I do for YouTube and the content that I can create, this video, bish bash bosh, done, it's out. Now, Quest for the Open and all that type of stuff, it takes time. And you know what? I'm excited because there's so much that I've not explored yet within this series. So I've been working on my swing with Dan, which has changed dramatically, you know, over the course of a few years, and there's still a lot of work to go. I've been working with Lee on my putting as well. He also carried me in open qualifying as well. So there's more work to be done there. But there's stuff like specific short game coaching. I've not tried anything with that. I've not really done much with the psychological standpoint of things, apart from improving it myself, and definitely that's part of the game which I have improved on a lot. Fitness side of stuff, the equipment side of stuff, I've not got into that as much. You know, there's so much scope to actually build around these videos, and I'm quite excited for that. But what would you guys like to see maybe a little bit more of on these Quest for the Open videos? Because I like the vlogging style of things, and I like how that makes me a little bit more creative in many ways. But is there anything that you think's missing from these videos? Now, bear in mind, with the Quest for the Open stuff, it's about game improvement, it's about practice, it's about how you can develop your game to become a better player overall. And yes, there'll be travel and stuff mixed in with that. But what would you like to see included? You know, is there anything you think within these series that I haven't quite delved into? Now remember, I'm a fully qualified PJ coach. I've been coaching for best parts of 10 years now, and I feel that within my lessons here at the Quest Golf Academy, as a coach, I'm improving more by this whole Quest for the Open series as well. I'm a better coach now than I was 3 years ago, there's no doubt about that, but I could probably say that if I hadn't have been playing golf, but I think it has enhanced my appreciation of the sport a little bit more, and just how difficult it can be at times, there's no doubt about that. But going to see different people with different ideas has opened my eyes to new avenues as well. So it's been such a rewarding experience in that sense that it's something that I don't want to give up. And it certainly doesn't mean that I'm going to be doing any less coaching content. Oh no. And the last thing to say is the support that you guys have given me from a playing standpoint, so just cheering me on, coming out to watch me open qualifying, and just the general messages of good luck. It's very, very heartwarming and it's touching. And I certainly am driven forward by those comments at times. It certainly gives me a nice perspective to know that people are rooting for me as I try and do something which the odds are very much stacked against me. And with that in mind, I did just want to include this. I am not looking to become a tour player. That ship has long since sailed. But what I am doing and what I am keen on doing is now I know more about golf, I know more about coaching, I know more about everything to do with the game. It's interesting to see how much I can improve myself within the time frame that I've allowed myself, but also the structure of my work. You can blow this up outside golf, and I don't want to sound too grandiose about this. I'm working within golf, but actually playing and practicing and competing as a professional whilst being a coach, you'd be amazed at how those two things really do not go together. I know so many pros, PJ pros, who work in a shop or work at a range, they coach, they sell, they're a club manager, whatever it may be, who don't actually play golf and whose game isn't that great as a result. And I want to try and bridge that gap. I want to try and do both. And for you guys, whatever you're doing, if you're working full time, you don't feel you've got the time to actually practice and play, I'm hopefully going to show you that there is a way that you can improve despite those obstacles. And that if there is something else that you're trying to do, that you're trying to achieve, you know, not talking about golf, you know, whether it be a side business that you're trying to kick off or that you're trying to do something, hopefully I can show you that it is possible. So guys, thanks for watching. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button. Hopefully this gives you a good steer on direction I'm going to be going playing wise, and also what I'm going to be doing moving into the future with some of my coaching videos. So can't wait to get going. I've got comps lined up within the next few weeks, so straight back at it. It'll be interesting to see how we go. So guys, thanks for watching. Follow me on my other social media as well. Make sure you comment below, let me know what you think. I'll see you down here next time.